Today I'm going to show you the clear language feature in VisibleThread. We'll be looking at 3 ways to use this capability. First, we're going to run a clear language report on a proposal. This will give us insights into the quality and clarity of our writing. Clear language is very important, as overly wordy or confusing language can cause our proposal reader to have to work harder and thereby decrease our win rate. So if we click on our proposal, then click on our Clear Language tab, this brings us to the Clear Language report. Now you can see in this pane here that the software is flagging various factors that reduce clarity. We have long sentences highlighted in blue, we have long words underlined, we have hidden verbs highlighted in green, and if we scroll down, we have passive voice here in purple. So let's take a look at one particular example. This is a particularly good example of bad language. This sentence here highlighted in blue. So in our proposal we have, unlike current manual processes or homegrown tools, TXZ uses proprietary algorithms and unique visualization capabilities to automatically make rapid sense of disparate global internet datasets, turning reams of data into actionable, valuable network intelligence, and thus improving performance, compliance, security, monitoring, and intelligence gathering capabilities. Now that's really just word salad, and we'll need to be much clearer about the ideas that we're trying to express within our proposal. You can see over on this side that VisibleThread has scored that as a grade 28 reading level, which means you would effectively need a PhD level education to understand this text. Now chances are the person reading your proposal won't have a PhD, so this is a sentence that we're going to need to go back and edit for clarity. So we can condense all of this very useful information into a simple PDF report by clicking this green button up here, View PDF Report. And now this PDF report can easily be integrated into your color team reviews. It can also be distributed amongst your writers and editors or management or anyone that's going to be involved in the proposal review and editing process. The value of this report is really that it takes the emotion out of the review process by presenting an objective measure of writing quality. You want to let the value proposition in your proposal shine through, and the clear language report here really helps you do that. So that's one way to use the clear language feature in VisibleThread. The next way I'm going to show you is to track improvement across multiple versions of a document. By clicking on our folder view here and going to the Clear Language tab, we'll be able to look across multiple documents at once and see their clear language scores. Now this folder contains multiple versions of a task order, and by looking from our first version to our final version, we can see improvements in our clear language metrics. So starting with our long sentences, we began with our first version with about 20% long sentences. By the time we get down here to our final version, we've brought it down to just above 7%, a great improvement. Same with passive voice here, 8.7 to start. By the time we get down to our final version, we're down to below 2%, which is a really excellent score. Our average sentence length is shorter, which just speaks to greater clarity. So we can see a great improvement throughout those first 3 metrics. Now you'll notice that the readability score here and the grade level here haven't really improved. And this is most likely due to the presence of dense technical language within the documents. In this case, technical language may be a necessity and it may be unavoidable, but we do have marked improvement in the other categories. So we can be confident that our task order is progressing in the right direction in terms of clarity. This is a really good way to track internal progress of your proposals to ensure that each draft is an improvement on the previous version. So the last way I'm going to show to use the clear language feature is to look at 2 cover letters of proposals that were issued for the same RFP. One was for a winning proposal, and the other was for a losing proposal. So this example is just really going to illustrate the value of clear language and how it can directly impact win rates. So just as before, we're going to look at our folder view so we can see these 2 documents side by side. Here we have the cover letter for the winner, and here's a document for the loser. So it's important to note that each of these proposals scored very, very high and in fact nearly identically from a compliance standpoint. But by looking at the clear language report, we can gain insight into why one was the winner and the other was not. So right off the bat, we can see that our winning document has a much smaller proportion of long sentences versus the losing document, just below 8% in our winner versus almost 35% in our loser. We have much less passive voice, 13% versus over 20% here. Shorter sentence length, 8 words versus 22 words, and a greater readability score, 46 versus 32, and a simpler reading grade level, grade 8 versus grade 14. So this just shows you the value of clear language. It makes it easier on your proposal reader, and it differentiates you by the quality of your writing. Clear language allows you to highlight your value without it getting obscured by bad writing. So I've just shown you 3 ways to use the clear language capability of VisibleThread. First, to run a clear language report on a proposal. Second, to track improvement across multiple versions of a document. And third, to illustrate the value of clear language by looking at a winning and losing proposal. So thank you very much for your time, and thanks for watching.